Hello, hello, everybody.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy. Welcome to this week's Three Gamesmen. We are the Two Gamesmen right now. Because our lovely friend Sen is, I think he's in a boot camp, right?
Yeah, right now he's in the boot camp.
The League of Legends boot camp, which is fucking amazing.
Yeah, he was
Super
telling us
fucking
about
cool.
it today. Basically, he's running on like 5 hours of sleep every day.
Do you need more than that? Honestly? Do you need more?
I only got 4 last night, so.
Exactly. Bunch of bitches. You don't need more than 1 hour. Yo, no, that is fucking rough. I hope he gets more sleep than that. I would never wanna do anything that required me to only sleep that few hours.
Yeah.
That sounds rough. That sounds fucking rough.
Yeah, it does. Well, a very important piece of gaming news literally just happened. I subscribed to your channel. I subscribed to your channel for 8 months.
You did. Thank you, guys.
Yep.
I did see that.
Most important news ever.
It is, to me, it's a pretty fucking important news. Not gonna lie. It's pretty cool news. Yeah, thanks for that, man.
Yeah, I was waiting for my free Twitch Prime sub to come through so I could throw it up there.
Ah, perfect. Perfect. There we go. I had a black border.
What have you been doing in the past week?
Oh, I think one of the things I've done.
Yeah, I was there for that.
You were, yeah, you were. Last Friday was my birthday. I am now 27 years old.
27. It's sad. I know your age better than you do.
It is. Okay. Real talk. My mother called me like on the 15th, like 2 days before. And we did some math. Like, how old am I? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know either. And we did like the math. Like, okay, wait. So you take 92 minus 2019. Because I was convinced I would be 28 this year.
You were born in 1992, right?
Yes. I was convinced I was 28 this year. I was 100% sure. So
you are currently 27 years and 2 days old.
No shit. I can do that math. Yeah, for some reason I just thought I'd been that old. Which is so it was like kind of like a brain shock for me that oh wait, you're 1 year younger? I've time traveled?
Yep, you've time traveled.
Emotionally time traveled, at least. But yeah, we had a birthday stream and it lasted for 13 hours? 12, 13 around?
Somewhere between there, yeah, 12 and 13.
I lost track of time.
By that point, your mind has just melted.
It has melted. I'm surprised I was as coherent as I was. I'm quite impressed.
I was impressed too. Like I said, I figured by the end when you were doing the race that yeah, you'd been like, yeah, exactly. You'd have been like one boss in, half asleep when I finished.
Like, I even woke up super early for no reason. I woke up at like 7 a.m.
Yeah, that's weird for you.
I was up. I woke up that time today as well. So something's happening. I don't know. Yeah, it was really fun. We played some VR with Mad Player, played some Overwatch with Streaks, Beliorian, Sardan, Moxie. Yeah. I played some wonderful Warhammer 40k with yours truly.
Yep.
That was really fun.
That was amazing.
Yeah, it was a good evening. People can buy.
Screw the flamer for most missions.
Flamer's actually trash.
Yeah, except for Tyranid missions, apparently.
It's kind of it's also remembering to not have on melee only with your flamer helps.
Yeah, that does help a little bit.
It helps, I promise. That was my bad. Oh, yeah, I'm good. It's been good. It was fun. we had a race. You won, which surprised no one. But I feel like I did a fair shot. I wasn't too far.
You did. For a while, you were actually ahead of me.
Like for having only played it like wow, more than 15 years ago. It's fucking 20 years ago? Yeah, no, more. It's actually more, fuck. And yeah, it went okay. We have to do a rematch one day. And then I'm gonna practice and I'm gonna smoke you.
I can't wait for that day.
Good.
But
Good.
yeah, you ended up what, 2 levels behind me?
Yeah, you died to the puzzle boss a lot of times.
Yeah. Oh, I got so mad. I hate that boss so much.
It's pretty lame. It's not a good boss.
No, it's not. Bad boss design at its best.
Yup. Yeah, it was good. Oh yeah, I've also uploaded video on YouTube. Pretty cool. I uploaded it with bad audio settings, so I re-uploaded it.
Okay.
But I had like, for me it's a lot. But I had like 40 views ish.
That's more than 0.
It is more. That is the goal. That is the goal.
Did you beat 0? Yes, good, success.
Yeah, and that's some good feedback. It's only the audio, so I re-uploaded it, so I have no views now. But I'm okay with that because I know it's a good product at least. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun.
Our first episode's going up on YouTube now that I can finally upload it.
Holy fucking shit! Holy.
I'm delaying making the next episodes because I want to wait and see how this one sounds on YouTube before I.
Yeah, that's fair.
Screw with everything on the.
Yeah, that's okay.
Other ones.
That's good.
But then I'll probably throw up episodes 2 and 3 pretty shortly thereafter.
Oof. Exciting.
Very much so.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested to see how it sounds and looks. Awesome. Anything you've been doing this week, especially?
Well, of course we had D&D yesterday.
We did.
Which was a lot of fun.
That was cool.
I'm glad nobody died. I was super happy about that. I was seriously worried you guys were gonna immediately dive on the water elemental and just beat the crap out of it as soon as the dragon went down.
That was fun. Yeah, we played super smart yesterday. I'm also kind of happy with my use of suggestion. I guess he didn't try and attack me, but it really looked like it. But at least he stopped trying to talk to me, because that would have been useless anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's actually what he was trying to do. He was trying to go over there and beg for your help.
Help me! I'm like, no! Go over there! Follow Tacti! That was fun. Let's
see what else. Obviously, I was part of the birthday stream. What else have I been? Oh, last night I went to a friend's house. We sat and played board games for about 4 hours.
Oh, what did you play?
We played a mashup of a game we've kind of been working on building. If you're a terrible, horrible person, you've played Cards Against Humanity.
Yes.
There is a game released by a company with Disney licenses called the Disney Meme Game. And basically, it's very similar to Cards Against Humanity.
What was it called? The Disney Meme Game?
Yeah, Disney Meme Game.
Oh, okay.
And how it works is you have picture cards of something from Disney, like a character in a specific scene doing something. And then you have cards that phrase, like, what meme would apply best to this kind of thing. So you make a meme.
Oh, okay.
We took the pictures from Disney and the white cards from Cards Against Humanity and just turned Disney into a horribly disgusting thing.
Okay, yeah.
So for example, we had a picture where we had a Disney princess who's just like tears pouring out of her eyes. And we saw cards like surprise butt sex pop up.
Good.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yep, sounds like a good time.
It was great. We were all laughing.
You are.
And we played Resistance, which is
that's good.
probably one of my favorite uh secret betrayer kind of games.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot more basic.
Yes, very very basic, but still very very fun.
Yeah,
It's
it's not
like
bad.
what is it? Secret Hitler, the one
Yeah.
you guys showed me.
Yep, yep. It's more, I would say, streamlined Secret Hitler. It's usually faster too.
Yeah, rounds usually take about 10-15 minutes.
Not bad. It's not bad.
Hmm.
Not bad. I also, of course, the Disney Card Against Humanity thing is officially sanctioned by Disney, and it's going to come out in the next year, right?
I would hope. Yep, hopefully we'll get Disney's license and be like, here, let's totally ruin your content.
Perfect. Yeah, you could technically put it up on Tabletop Simulator.
I could. I might have to do that.
It is an option.
Ask for donation.
Start a Patreon.
You start a Patreon.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
Cards Against Disney.
Cards Against Disney. I like it. I like it. Oh, that is horrible.
It is. It was terrible. And it's, of course, much like most Cards Against Humanity games, it just got worse and worse as the night went on and the drinking continued.
Did you? Wow, yeah. I can imagine the salt from Resistance when you're a bit more drunk.
Actually, we had a lot of fun.
Okay, that's good.
There was
That's
no
good.
salt from Resistance.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I played that with when I lived up north. This is a few years ago now, with my ex at the time, my girlfriend, and 2 other friends, and we played Resistance.
At
And
least 3 other friends, because it takes 5.
you can workshop it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
So I played with them, and my girlfriend and my friend just fucking smoked me. I had no clue. I was
Mhm.
completely off the mark, and they just I had no idea, and they just fucking wrecked my shit.
Yep.
I was impressed and salty at the same time.
Yep.
It's a fun game.
My wife, the first game, the Resistance one,
Yeah.
my wife and my housekeeper's husband
Mm-hmm.
were the spies.
Oh.
And I picked my wife out immediately.
Oof.
Like within 2 moves, I'm like, "Yep, you're a spy." And she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's obvious you're a spy." So yeah, we ended up winning that game. I was Resistance both times,
Oh.
and we lost the second game.
Aww. Unlucky.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's fun. Have you ever tried the like medieval version? Whatever that's called? Yeah, there's a Resistance medieval version.
Never heard of it. Are you talking about Coup?
No. It's straight up Resistance, but set in medieval times, and they have instead of like spy, it's like Morgana, and you have a Merlin. Why doesn't it come up? Resistance of Avalon?
Resistance Avalon, that's the one I have.
Yeah, that is the medieval version. Is that the only one you played? Have you never played
Oh no,
real
it's not
Resistance?
Avalon. I don't have Avalon. I have Dystopian.
Yeah.
I have the original
Yeah.
The Resistance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Avalon is just the same, but there's more. Well, we played Resistance with a lot of expansion packs, but yeah, from the Resistance in the base is pretty basic, but you can get a lot of expansions. Resistance Avalon is medieval themed, and there's a lot of classes. There's like, I think it's Merlin. If anyone finds Merlin, the spies win, or the red team wins. But if they find like Percival, then the blue guys wins. Like there's so many like counter moves and counter characters, and it's all random which you have.
Okay.
So it's a very deep game, but yeah, it's. Wish I could see the cards are slightly too. Oh no, I can't. Here we are. Yeah. If you are if you are a character, so there's a blue and red. The red are the evil spies and trying to fuck up for the blue team. The blue team are trying to just find out who the reds are and defend. If you are a blue Percival, you know who Merlin is. In this game, you usually do not know which roles anyone is. But if you have a Percival and a Merlin on the same team, the Percival know who the Merlin is. So he is trying to protect him and trying to pretend that he is actually the Merlin, so the enemies will attack him instead. And Merlin knows who all the evil guys are. That is his secret trait. He always knows who the spies are.
Nice.
But that also means if someone never picks the red people, then they're like, oh, he's Merlin, and they instantly win. Which is really fucking cool. It is really fucking cool. The only thing that can counter Merlin is if the enemies have someone called Mordred. And he is...
that, yep, unknown to Merlin.
Exactly. He has the secret power of being invisible to Merlin. So, you might know who all the evil guys are, and you might not know. You're not sure. Mm-hmm. And it's really fucking cool. And then you have something that's really fucking stupid, which is someone called Oberon, who is unknown to his own side. He's unknown to the spy side. So no one knows he's in the game. And it's just really fucking stupid. No, it's great. It's really great. It's a fun game. It takes a lot longer to teach someone than just normal Resistance, because you can just start up and play.
Yeah. That's one of the things I love about bringing Resistance to a party is I'm like, we can learn in 10 minutes, play in 15, and boom.
Everyone knows. After like the first game, like, yep, we understand. This is doable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really good. Anything else?
Avalon would be really good for my gaming group, though.
Oh, would it?
Yeah, it's a little bit heavier than Resistance, but
yeah.
I mean, these are guys that play Dead of Winter, Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. And it's also like it's a good like in between game. Like if you play a heavier like Battlestar Galactica game, it's just nice to round it out with something a little more easy, but a lot more like there's a lot of interactions because you will lie to each other. That always the tension, like ooh. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
Yeah, my wife loves Resistance. She hates when I'm a spy.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I'll lie right to her face. I'll look her right in the eye and be like, "No, I'm loyal."
Are you though? Are you? Are you though? The relationship cards just come flying out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, fucking damn it! I can tell you something that I've done today. I went out. So it was my birthday, the 17th of May. But I was busy that day, and my dad wanted to buy me some dinner.
Yeah,
it was nice of him. So we went out to eat some sushi.
That's where you guys went yesterday?
Yes.
Yum.
Super good. So he ate sushi like a mad lad. So when we got there, it was like completely empty. There were like 4 people in the restaurant. Like there was no one there. We were just eating, like taking our time, just talking about stuff. I don't know. Then after a while, it just started fucking pouring down, like really, really stormy. It just got more and more rain, more and more cloudy, and then the fucking thunder strikes, like right in front of our faces, like in the square almost, like it's that fucking close.
Wow!
Like it was really cool. I haven't seen thunder in my face in so long. Like that was fucking impressive. And then just first like 5 people came, and then 10, and then 15, and then 20, and then 30, and then 40.
Wow!
Everyone wanted to eat some sushi in the thunderstorm. That's really good.
Yeah, mostly I just wanted to get out of the thunderstorm, I think.
Probably, but it's a nice excuse to get some food.
Yeah.
That's good. I think sushi is my favorite meal. I like it. It's very simple. It's not too not too heavy. Yeah, it's just nice.
it really isn't. It's a nice thing to just kind of when you're hungry and you don't want that feeling of having been completely stuffed.
It's good. It's good. I like it. I like it. Do you eat sushi a lot?
I wish. I like sushi, but it has to be good sushi. Like I can't
Oh,
just go and buy sushi from the store and
oh.
eat it.
No, that can I can. I never do that either.
Yeah. I
But
have
like,
to really be in the mood for sushi and I have to go to a good sushi restaurant.
I've heard you say that before. I don't think I've ever had so-called good sushi. I think I've had okay sushi.
Yeah, we do have one really good sushi restaurant reasonably near me. It's about 25 minutes away.
That's not too bad.
So, yeah,
But
but it's
like,
expensive as fuck.
what does that mean? What does it mean that it's a good sushi place? Like, what's the quality you're looking for?
Um, well, they have to use good ingredients to start. I mean,
Oh,
a lot of sushi, your cheaper sushis will use a lot of filler.
okay.
Whereas good sushi, I mean, it's more meats, it's more vegetables, and it's less like a filler cream or sauce.
Filler. Okay, I've never had filler cream sauce.
You've never had a filler sauce in your sushi? Yeah, see, that's okay. I guess it's not really like a sauce. It's like a binding agent
Okay,
to
yeah,
hold all the sushi together.
cool.
And
Okay,
yeah, it turns out a lot of cheap sushis use that.
cool. Okay.
Or they use, nearly expired fucking food. And they're like, oh yeah, this sushi's on sale. Yeah, that's because I'm going to probably get horribly sick after eating it. That's another fun one.
That's kind of the point of sushi. It has to be fresh. It's fresh, non-prepared fish, basically.
Yep.
Has
And that's
to
why I
be
like the
fresh.
sushi places. They cook it right in front of you. So
That's
you
nice.
know it's fresh.
That's nice. Yeah.
Oh.
I want to eat sushi again. I want to eat sushi again. There's
Just come to America. We'll go.
Dude, sure. Give me a couple years to save up. I'm down. Like it's been a pretty slow news week, but I have a few things we can talk about.
Yeah, I have a few things. Mostly D&D stuff has been happening.
Oh, that's fun. Let's start with it. Sure. You can get. There's been a new Hearthstone expansion that's come out. The Dalaran Heist adventure.
Yeah, something like that. I think that's what it was.
Yeah. And it's going on right now. Apparently, it's really fun. But it's really, really fun. They have a nice little animated trailer for it. The first episode is free right now for anyone who installs it and goes into that menu. You can try it out.
Yep, that's pretty normal for their expansions. Is you get the first episode free, and then they're like, "Well, here's 4 more episodes. Pay for them."
Like it is, you get it for free if you get it early.
Yeah.
It costs money later. Hearthstone streams again. I love Hearthstone. I love adventures. So I'm. Oh yes. I might. Oh yes, I'm playing this. Never mind. I was gonna say I might not, but what I love is the. It's like you play against AI, but every time you beat a boss, you get like new cards and a new item usually, and you build your own deck over time. Like you start out with a very basic deck of like 6 cards. And I love that. I fucking love that. That's my crack cocaine. I like when you build up your own stuff over time. That is super fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things I love too.
Oh.
And I want to love Hearthstone. Okay, I do love Hearthstone.
Yeah.
But I can't do the collectible card game thing
No.
anymore. I did it for so many years.
Dude, and that's the best part about the thing I'm talking about, the adventure. You don't need any cards.
Oh,
you don't need a single. They give you everything. Everything.
Because I know, like, you got your starter decks in Hearthstone.
Yeah, exactly.
And they suck.
Like the adventure is completely separate from everything else in the game.
Oh, okay.
It's completely separate. It's you pick a class, so you have like your mage equivalent, your warrior equivalent, your hunter equivalent, but they're not hunters or warriors or mages, but they're kind of similar-ish, and they have the hero ability. That's usually the only thing they share. And then you get like, if you pick the mage equivalent, you get 8 mage cards pre-selected. And then after you beat the first boss, you get, oh, you got an equipment. So now you can choose to either make your hero power refresh after every time you get a kill with the hero ability, or it becomes 1 less mana.
Oh,
And then
okay.
you get to pick like a bucket. You get to pick a bucket with 5 cards. You get 3 choices, so it's a choice. There's 15 cards in total. Every bucket has 5 cards. You pick one of the buckets, and the rest gets thrown away. So those 5 cards get added into your deck. So you now have 13 cards. And then you beat the next guy, you get 5 more cards, and then just repeat and repeat.
Going, yeah.
And you get new abilities, and you get new heroes, and yeah, it's...
Well, I'll probably go back and play when they add the Death Knight.
It's really fun.
That's my class. Yeah, that's my class from WoW. I loved playing my Death Knight. I played him for so long.
That's cool.
Even after his forced name change.
All right. I don't say that name. Well, you have to now.
I had a Death Knight, and his name was Chlamydia.
Yes.
Because he spread disease everywhere.
I remember this. I remember this, and I laughed at you because, yes, of course they made you change your name.
Come on, there were guilds with names like It Burns When I PvP.
Well, that's at least not as bad as Chlamydia. That's at least funny. Chlamydia is not funny.
That's a symptom of chlamydia.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
See? So the symptoms are okay. The disease, not so much.
Slightly tasteful. It was slightly more, I would say, smartly written. I feel you, dude.
I know a guild in Ashard that is called Lick My Crit. Yep. We had a guild, I swear she was level 18.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
I swear she is level 18.
We did have one guild that had to have their name changed.
Oh.
From my original server.
Oh.
And this is pretty terrible. There is a dungeon called the Slave Pens.
Oh, great. Yeah?
Yeah. So the guild's name was Naga Belong in Slave Pens. Yeah, they had to have their guild name changed. I don't know why.
That's a yikes. That's a yikes. Yep. That's a yikes.
Yeah.
I guess this is why in Final Fantasy XIV, the game I played the most when it comes to MMOs, you cannot have, I don't think you can have spaces in your guild names or like your free company names.
Yeah, your company names, yep.
Maybe this is why. Maybe this is why.
Well, hey, chlamydia is only one word.
Right? How? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Moving on. So the Riot Games debacle, the strike,
the standoff. Yep.
They seem to have met on some points to try and find some kind of middle mark. But yeah, the forced arbitration is not going away.
No, it's not. They said it may. They said they're willing to talk about having it go away once the current situation is resolved. So
that doesn't sound great.
That's not really a whole lot there.
No, it's not. It's really not. It's I get, like, they tried. They didn't really succeed, but yeah, they tried.
Yeah, a little bit at least.
Say the staff is disappointed that the company is sticking to their guns. Yeah, no shit. No shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is forced arbitration something that's common in America?
Through companies like that, yes. A lot of them use it because of the fact that arbitrations are a little more, I don't want to say corrupt, but it's the best word I can think of. They're a little more they're a little easier to influence.
Yeah.
With money. So
That is the best way to make a company listen to you, is with money,
Exactly.
as always. Yeah, it is a insidious idea of having it. And I do understand why someone would want to have it in their company, because yeah, it's a safety net for your to avoid lawsuits and stuff. But yeah, it's not. It's from a human perspective, it's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not cool. But yeah, I hope they get some more from that, because yeah, Riot is a big fucking name.
Yeah, they're just a small indie company.
They are a small indie company. They don't have time to spend money on their engine, their staff,
Exactly.
their art team.
Their coding, because we've played their game and it's made of spaghetti.
It is actually made of spaghetti.
Yep.
It's pretty impressive how spaghetti it is. But they can't, like, they need to do some kind of straight up remodeling of their engine, but they can't, because people are playing every day.
Exactly. It's like, oh, we're going to remodel our engine. But then we'd have to, make 10 million people update.
Yup. And then imagine, like,
completely change the game, look.
Like, fucking, there's probably tournaments every single day. Like, to fucking be fair, like, somewhere in the world, there's probably a tournament every single day. So just imagine having the game down.
Well, tournament servers are different. They run on private servers.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I did not know that.
If they're a localized tournament, they run on a private server.
Oh, I see.
So if they're a worldwide tournament, then they run on the standard Riot tournament servers.
Oh.
But I mean, they can always do what most live coders do, which is you have a dev environment, which is an exact copy of your production environment or your main use environment.
Oh.
And you edit the dev environment and you can test it there under any load you want. And then once it's ready, you overwrite the production environment with the dev environment.
Okay.
And that way, while you're working on the dev environment, the production environment is still fully active and anyone can use it as normal.
Guessing that takes more bandwidth.
Yeah, a redesign wouldn't be completely out of the question. But for now, I don't see it ever happening if they can't get this walkout settled.
They don't really have a reason to do the redesign, because people still play it.
Yeah, exactly. People still play Rise, but he's been redesigned like 18 times.
Perfect. Speaking about companies going under. I mean, what?
Oh, rip.
Starbreeze. Who are they haven't made a lot of great games, but yeah, they've worked on Overkill's The Walking Dead. What else? There was something else. What was the name again? They're
Payday 2.
Payday. Yes, the Payday games. Thank you. Those were the big ones. That was the big ones. They even made Payday VR, which is apparently amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm starting to cry. Okay, they are the creators of the Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay, which was an amazing game on the Xbox.
So underrated.
It is so fucking good. It's a stealth action game where you get to follow Riddick, the TV character, Vin Diesel's D&D character. He is straight up Vin Diesel's fucking D&D character that he has played since he was a teenager. And he funded the third sequel, out of his own pocket. So fucking good. So you are Riddick before he becomes... Yeah, before the movies. It is straight up before all the 3 movies. He is in prison. And you follow through the events before the first Riddick movie, which is really fucking cool. So you get to shine your eyes, so you get to see in the dark. You find aliens. You have fucking fist brawls in the cafeteria with prisoners. It's you find a mech that you can pilot. It's pretty fucking cool. And you're very squishy as well, because yeah, you're not bulletproof. You're fucking Riddick. You're supposed to be an assassin, so you can fight people who have guns, but it's not gonna end good for you.
Yeah, no.
It is, yeah. It's I love that game. I replayed it a few years ago, but yeah, it hasn't aged super well. But it has a really interesting combat system for its time. I like it. I recommend if you wanna do some retro gaming.
Yeah, I hear it was just a really underrated game.
Yes, no one knew about it, which is a shame. They're also the creators of Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
That is a disturbing game.
Oh, you feel it's disturbing? Oh, why?
My God. Well, it's okay. It's the story behind the game that makes it so disturbing.
Okay. Is it a spoiler?
Yes and no.
Okay. Like, I've played it, and I have no clue what you're talking about.
Well, the whole thing is it was written by. It's written about these two boys,
Yeah.
and the story behind it is it actually has to do with. I want to say it was the director and his brother,
Oh, okay.
and dealing with their dad's problem with alcoholism.
Oh.
So, like in the game, when they're talking about trying to cure their dad of this illness,
Yeah.
it's actually trying to get him to stop drinking, and yeah, and everything
Yikes.
has ties to. My dogs are barking. Everything has ties to them, to this problem of their dad being an alcoholic and abusing their mom and all this other stuff.
Wow.
So it's really, really like dark.
It's like, it is a pretty fucking dark game too. Like, the first thing that happens is their mom dies. Like, it
Yeah.
is not a feel good game. It's a journey about how to deal with loss and sadness and trying to help someone you care about.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really beautiful game. And yeah, usually those kinds of horrible situations is what brings out the best media, sadly.
Yeah, any game that's written from the heart like that, I think, is usually ends up being a very powerful game.
Yeah, usually. Cool. Yeah. That's really interesting. That's super cool. Warframe revamps Jupiter.
Team up.
Oh.
But speaking of team ups,
Oh.
Sony and Microsoft are teaming up. Yeah.
In what?
They're creating a new cloud platform for disseminating games.
Hey, what?
Like Steam.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting. Do you know what it's called?
No one knows yet. They haven't really given it a name.
Huh.
But basically, they're trying to merge Sony Online with Microsoft Azure and kind of use that as a platform for sending out games and a platform for AI. They're also
Interesting.
talking about how the next generation of consoles is likely to be the last generation of consoles.
I've said that before.
Yeah. But I think now it's more reasonable that it could happen with the major climb of mobile games.
Really now.
I mean, look at games like Fortnite. You can play that anywhere. You can play it on your phone. You can play it on your computer. You can probably play it on your Wi-Fi enabled toilet.
Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise
exactly.
me. You can definitely play Minecraft on your toilet. That is it's probably Fortnite too.
I wouldn't recommend it because that's kind of gross, but you could play on your toilet.
Yep, that's true.
Look at all these dirt blocks. Ew. That's not dirt.
Oh no! Oh no, it's in my face. No. That's a yikes. That's a
Uh,
yikes.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Non-gaming news. Speaking of AI as well, they are using a new deep learning AI to help control uh, fusion power.
Okay, now we're entering Skynet territory. Now is when we should get
Uh-huh.
worried. We will. That thing is
Exactly.
gonna be like, oh wait, it's more efficient if there's no one using it. Just-
That's exactly it. That was my first line when I read that. I'm like, do you want Skynet? Because this is how you get Skynet.
this is how you get fucking Skynet.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Huh? That it's. I'm interested. Do you know how much more efficient it is?
Well, right now they can't get fusion power to work effectively because of the amount of fluctuations in it.
Oh, okay.
Because they can't keep the plasmas hot enough, and they can't keep it from bouncing off the sides in the wrong places where it's weakening metals and weakening uh,
Hmm.
the energy efficiency of it.
I see.
So they're hoping first that they can use the deep learning AI to predict,
Hatchet.
to predict where the problems will be before they happen,
Cool.
so that they can kind of alter their testing a little bit and alter their methods a little bit at a time to stabilize it. But they
Yeah.
said their ultimate goal is to use the AI to
Destroy the Earth.
actively, well, probably, yeah,
No.
but to actively monitor and correct the
Oh.
system.
Okay. Cool.
And I'm like, so you want to let it decide how to fix a $1 trillion piece of experimental power equipment that contains gases in excess of 1 million degrees? Yeah, this seems like a great plan.
Could it couldn't be worse than Chernobyl? Let's do it. Let's go for it.
Exactly.
Let's go. Let's
Because
throw the
you
dice.
want Skynet? This is how you get Skynet.
Yup, that is actually fucking Skynet. I'm pretty sure they straight up this. That's how they started the invasion, right? Is all the nuclear power plants just exploded on
Yeah, I think that's
purpose.
how it started, or all the nuclear weapons on the
Yeah.
world went off at the same
There's
time. Something
there's
like
no
that.
difference. There's actually
Yeah.
no fucking difference.
I'm gonna look. Terminator.
Say like if you blow up a power plant, that is nuclear. That is a nuclear weapon. And I don't
Yeah, if you blow up a nuclear power plant, yep.
like might slightly have less effect because it's made to shield itself, but I don't know. That's that. Yeah, let's not. Let's start our own civilization, guys. In the middle of nowhere in a bunker,
Exactly, with lots of food and
right? We
supplies.
could call
And,
it a vault, maybe.
yeah, there we go. Give it a nice number after it, so in case someone else starts one, they can have
Right?
a vault as well and not completely
Exactly.
use the
Exactly.
name. What do you think of 111?
One. That sounds good. That sounds.
Yeah.
That we are
Ooh,
number one.
or 76.
76 is also.
76.
I like that
Yeah,
name. That's a good name.
yeah.
That's a really good.
And then when the fallout happens, we can emerge and start
Right?
working on rebuilding the world.
Right? And we're already famous because I feel like I've heard 76 before. I feel like that's not. I feel like yeah. I think that's a pretty good number. God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. I think we talked about this last week, but we might. Feels like it's new. The Warframe is revamping Jupiter.
Yep,
Did
we
you?
talked about that last week. But yeah, that they're revamping Gas City tile sets.
Oh, maybe these guys were just late on this update. I think yes were.
Well, it's been an ongoing thing. They're still talking about it.
Oh, okay.
They are working on it. That's supposed to launch next month, from what I
Yeah.
understand.
Next patch.
Yep. Next big patch is supposed to be the new Gas City patch.
Yeah. 420 Blazing.
Today, speaking of Warframe, today is the last day to do Wolf of Saturn 6.
Yep, which is their own free battle pass.
Yep. And then they said there'll be a few weeks before the next one starts.
Oh.
Everyone's
Interesting.
figuring it'll come down with the Gas City patch.
That's fair. That is fair.
Yeah. As a side note, Skynet was set to run the entire world's defense network.
Yep.
It became self-aware at 2:14 a.m. and determined all humans as a threat to its existence.
You're not wrong.
After the operators panicked and attempted to shut it down, Skynet launched nuclear missiles at Russia, inciting a counterattack against America.
Perfect.
So that's how Skynet worked.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yep.
Okay, so WoW Classic is coming out. And I don't know what, it's not too far away. It's actually not too far away. It's like a month or a few.
September. September is when they're saying the actual launch will happen.
Oh, I can read here. 26th of August in the UK.
Oh, it's it's August. Okay.
Yeah, it's even closer. Damn. And it is an old game. It is a version that haven't as many bug fixes, for example. So there is straight up a list.
Bug fixes. Yes. I love this list.
Yes. And this list is basically the list is called WoW Classic, not a bug list. So this is intended to work like this. They have intentionally reverted things that aren't great.
Yep.
So one, for example, is Tauren's hitboxes and their melee reach is slightly larger than other races.
Because of their size. That makes sense.
It makes sense, but it's technically a bug because making things work. Using the automatic quest tracking option does not auto-track newly accepted quests. It instead will start to track an existing quest once progress towards an objective is started. And this is how it used to be. Like, if you pick up something new, you instantly just get that. Because it makes sense as well. But no, this is how it works.
Yeah, that's how it used to work, is your auto-tracker did not auto-track new quests. It auto-tracked quests when you actually actively started working on them.
Yeah, it makes sense. And yeah, this list is probably going to get longer and longer. Because this is
I'm sure.
Definitely. Available quests do not display a exclamation mark on the minimap.
They're a dot. And the turn-in isn't even located on your minimap.
Nope.
Oh, I know so many people who are like, oh, I miss WoW Classic. I want to play WoW Classic. Classic. They're going to play it and be like, nope.
Like, there's probably going to be their own, like, Nexus mod thing for just retro WoW.
I'm sure there'll be classic mod.
Right, so they're probably going to fix it sooner or later. But yeah, they're gonna add some silly things. Don't worry about it. I'm
hoping the biggest thing they do is don't bring in the dungeon finder feature.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was not
that didn't come in until late Wrath of the Lich King. So you have all these people who are playing now and you're like, oh, I can use the dungeon finder to just queue up and go. And no, back then, sometimes if you were a DPS, you were spamming in trade chat, rogue looking for group for such and such a dungeon.
Yep.
And you'd be there for hours.
Oh, it's yikes.
And it's like, no, you asked for this. You wanted this. This is what you get. You want WoW Classic? We'll give you WoW Classic. Not as great as you remember.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be a lot of like tightly knit communities, I guess, that just go with themselves.
That's the very common thing, especially back before the dungeon finder and things like that. Your guilds were much more tight knit.
That's nice. So you had to interact with people.
Yeah. You couldn't just do looking for rage and end up in a raid. So. Let's see. I have some news regarding D&D.
Oh. What is it?
Well, we got a few things here. First, back in February, Wizards released the Artificer under Unearthed Arcana's rules, which was a new class.
Yes.
For anyone who's played older D&D, especially 3.0 or 3.5, the Artificer was the most godly, broken, insane class I have ever played in my life.
Really? Why?
Okay, they could produce. Their big thing was magic items.
Yes.
That's what their entire class
Magic
revolved around, was the
enchanting.
creation of magic items. They could produce magic items more cheaply. They could produce magic items more quickly.
Okay.
And they could also empower magic items by using more charges. So, like a wand, they could cast at
Oh,
a higher level by consuming extra charges.
cool.
There was no limit to how this worked, and there was a cleric spell called Holy Word.
Mm-hmm.
And Holy Word is an AoE burst around you that if the creature is the same number of hit dice as you, it is deafened. If it's no more than 3 hit dice below you, it's blinded. If it's no more than 6 hit dice below you, it's stunned. And if it's at least 10 hit dice below you, it's dead. No saving throw, no attack roll. Just, am I stronger than
Okay.
you? Yes. Well, then you get negative effects.
Hi. That's
Now,
a
if you're
very
using
strange
it,
build. Yeah.
realistically, if something is 10 levels lower than you don't even need to Holy Word it.
No,
It's gonna die.
exactly.
The trick comes in that because a artificer can make a wand of Holy Word and then consume a bunch of charges on it at once, it
Mm-hmm.
treats him as having a much higher level.
Yes.
So let's say he normally casts it at level 10, he can consume all 50 charges and cast it as if he was level 60. So if you're level 50 or below, you are instantly killed in this huge burst around the artificer.
This seems fine.
Yeah, like
This
you're
seems fine.
one-shotting everything. There's nothing that stands up to you when you do this.
So what are the requirements to gain charges?
Charges are, you get 50 charges when the item is made, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. I guess
So
that's
you can't recharge it.
that's a balance, but yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy.
In normal circumstances, it would be a balance, yes, but the artificer makes them so cheaply, it doesn't matter.
He has to have 30 in his backpacks. He's like, just slinging them out like miniguns and grenades.
I did play an artificer like that. He carried 10 wands of Holy Word. So whatever shit got, scary, he's just like, nope, and
That's
everything
good.
dies.
That's good. Yeah. Balance. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, they did an update to him, to the Artificer
Yeah.
last week, I think. For 5th edition. And the 5th edition Artificer's a lot more balanced.
Okay.
Thank God. But yeah, they brought couple new subclasses to him, some more spells, some new abilities. And just overall, it's a fun class.
Yeah, I'm reading more about potions and stuff.
Yep. When my next D&D campaign starts that I'll be a player in,
Oh.
I'm thinking I might play an Artificer. We need a healer for our group,
Yeah.
but I can't resist the fact of using a gun and magic items as my resources.
Yeah, but you can also like give potions and stuff. I feel that's should be enough, right?
Yeah. And he gets cure wounds, so he's a healer. Just ask him.
Yeah, he'll just shoot the enemies before they can damage you.
Yeah, exactly. Death is a great way to prevent damage.
Like that is Overwatch in a nutshell. Why would I need to heal you if I just killed myself?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
There's a lot of items you can you can make as artificer. It is cool.
Yeah.
I like him. That's a badass character. I'm excited.
Yep. Let's see. Ghosts of Saltmarsh came out, which is a D&D adventure pack.
Mm-hmm.
If you've seen anything on Tales from the Yawning Portal, the previous D&D adventure pack for 5th edition.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
It's pretty much the same as that. Tales of the Yawning Portal is just 7 old D&D classic adventures redesigned for 5th edition.
Fun.
I may or may not have put one of my favorite adventures, which was redesigned in that book, for you guys to run into later on in the game.
Good. I was just gonna
as-
slight. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But is it one of the redesigned ones? One with the giants, the titans, the elemental.
Yeah, like against the giants,
Yeah.
and things like that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
One of the Tales from the Yawning Portal.
Awesome.
is
I've
a challenge.
heard some really fucking funky shit about that adventure. Because someone did like, so it's what he explained to me. It's they enter like some kind of heavenly cloud kingdom up in the sky, and up there's giants, and they found one, and then they found a puzzle room, and the puzzle room is basically a lot of gates. There was like one for every element, and there was one for gravity and space, and how do we solve this mystery? They have balls. If you touch the balls, their elemental sign shoots out. So if you touch the elemental sign of gravity, just gravity flips or it gets really heavy. So okay, wait a minute, I figured this out, says one of the players, and the DM is like, oh, have they? And he's like, we touched them all at the same time. So what happened was the DM is like, okay, so you start here, and they start touching and turning and everything, and then haha, we did it, right? And then the DM is like, oh, gets closer. It's like, okay, so you started here, right? And he's like, okay, first you all get incinerated by 500 degrees flames. Then you become actually permafrosted while you're getting thundered by the biggest thunderclouds you've ever seen, while the earth split itself in half. At the same time, gravity turns around, so you fly up into the sky. It's like...
just a whole bunch of what the fuck.
And it's like the one healer was staying outside just in case, and the whole party just arrives as corpses in front of him. It's like, what happened?
What did you do?
Oh, it's awesome. It's so fucking stupid. I love it.
Yep, but yeah, Ghosts of Saltmarsh is the new one, and it's a remake of a bunch of other adventures from the Saltmarsh area.
Oh,
They're not as well known as the ones from the Yawning Portal, but there are some really good adventures. There is Danger at Dunwater, which is a really fun lower level adventure.
uh-huh.
Which one is the other really cool one? There's one that's just amazing. There's Danger at Dunwater. I want to say, yeah, The Final Enemy. That one is so cool because it's based on infiltrating a enemy stronghold. So it's very much Metal Gear Solid in its style. Basically, the players are just horribly outmatched when they go in here. So if they're too loud, the enemies will just swarm them and kill them.
Cool.
I played the original one, and we had a fighter who just would not shut up.
For honor! For
Exactly.
glory!
Yeah, for the Horde!
Wait a minute, you're human!
For the Alliance?
Alliance?
Yeah. But yeah, he very quickly just got absolutely massacred.
I like it.
Because he walked in and he's like, oh, I can take all these guys, bring it on! And he shouts, and immediately 6 guys just show up, just dead.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, so it is a good one. If you're only getting one of the 2 books, I still recommend Tales of the Yawning Portal. If only because the adventures are so classic and so renowned for D&D that you don't want to not do them.
Sounds really wholesome.
Yeah. I do
I've
recommend
seen
skipping the last adventure from Yawning Portal, though.
Oh, really? Is it just bad?
Oh, it's great. It's a fantastic adventure.
But
But it's also, I've told you about this one before, it's the most asshole adventure ever made for D&D.
aw, it's just mean.
You could say that. Okay. Tales from the Yawning Portal.
Yeah, try to not spoil that when you
Yeah.
shield it, but
Well,
yeah.
It's level 1 to level 13 the book goes, I think, or 1 to
Oh, okay.
14. The last adventure is not level listed. It has no level required. It doesn't say, "Oh, you need to be at least this level."
Oh, what does that mean? It means you can like make your own balancing, or
No. It's so rated because the adventure is in no way balanced or fair.
okay.
It is in no way fair to the players at all.
Okay, that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny.
Yeah, I ran a 2-day marathon one year for my birthday. I want to say 2 years ago, where we did this adventure. I revamped it from first edition to fifth edition, and I gave the party, every character had 3 lives.
That was nice of you.
Yeah. We pooled them all together. I pulled them all together, so the party was 6 people, so they had 18 lives to share amongst all of them.
Cool.
They didn't survive. They ran out of lives. They did make it to the final encounter.
Oh,
But
you
the
did.
final encounter, yeah, but the final encounter is so unbelievably unbalanced and broken that winning it is. You probably have a better chance of winning the lottery.
That's not. Yeah, that's not a very nicely balanced encounter, is it? So there's
No,
there's
but
nothing you can get that makes the final fight easier. So it's
Nope.
just get good, roll well.
Oh yeah, roll well is an understatement.
That's D&D in a nutshell.
Yeah, well, the
Most
final
of the time.
boss has his primary attack just instantly kills people he touches.
Well, that's
Touch dead.
fine. That's
Make a
fine.
saving throw or die. And if you die, he absorbs your soul and you can't be resurrected.
That's fair. That
Totally
sounds
fair and balanced.
fun experience. It does feel like that is that's something you would just remove, because that's not fun for anyone.
Yes, but the whole point of the adventure is
Yes.
it was designed to be that way.
Just
It was-
garbage.
It was designed to be. Okay, the writer of the adventure, he wrote it because his party was really powerful. Like they had just
Oh,
reached levels of strength that were unimaginable.
actually mortal.
Basically near nigh immortality. And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to tempt them with this ancient artifact in this ruined temple thing." And they go in and just get immediately massacred by it. I will spoil the first trap
Yeah,
in there.
sure.
Right at the beginning of the dungeon, there's 3 pathways you can take into the dungeon. Only one of them is right. All of them are trapped.
Yeah.
But one of the wrong ones, when you open the door, the entire ceiling of the cavern collapses, crushing and trapping anyone inside until they either die from being crushed or die from suffocation.
Okay. Have you heard of something called adventure books?
Adventure books.
Adventure books. It's basically a D&D adventure, but for yourself.
Choose your own adventure.
Yes, it's a choose your own adventure books.
Okay.
And they have a lot of those mechanics you're talking about right now. You get 3 choices. You can either go down the forward path. You see a statue that looks kind of interesting, and you can also just turn back. All 3 options can be insta-death, and they probably are insta-death, but you don't know that until you try them all. And every time you die, you're supposed to restart the book. But who the fuck has time for that?
Exactly. Oh, I did the same thing. I'm like, I'm going to make this choice, but I'm going to mark this page.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I did that.
You have to have some kind of document or book next to you, because those are fucking broken and they're so fun.
They are. They're great fun.
They made a computerized model. If I don't remember what it's called. It's a choose your own adventure book on Steam, which I wanna stream one day. And and it's one of those the really popular ones. They have just taken the book and remade it as a computer game. Oh, here it is. Steve Jackson's Sorcery. That is what it's called. It's very charming. The designs, it's really funny, and it's bullshit. There's everything you want from a choose your own adventure game. But in this, you can't just save a page and go back. If you die, you do die.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the D&D based combat system, and it's really shit. It's really shit, but it's fun. It's a fun game if you don't take it too seriously.
Yeah. And then my last bit of D&D news, a Canadian bookstore accidentally spoiled the new D&D 5th edition adventure book that was coming out.
It's always... Wait, who did you say it was? A bookstore?
Canadian bookstore chain Renaud Bray. I don't know.
Dude, every time there's like some kind of big reveal, it's always like just a random store in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
that accidentally screws it all up.
Oh, new Xbox is coming out. What? It's in Quebec? Yep. Okay.
Yep, there was supposed to be a live stream event.
Oh.
That was going to announce it.
Right.
But a few hours before the live stream event, this bookstore updated their website on Amazon.
Oh.
With the title and the book cover and all of that.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's that's a big oof. It was so close as well.
Yeah. So you gotta figure Wizards was like, yeah, you're not getting pre-orders anymore. Screw you.
that's a yikes. That's a fucking yikes.
Yep.
They probably got
the adventure is Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, first layer, which is the first layer of hell.
Okay, cool.
So
I didn't know they were still working on Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I mean, that is that's an early 90s thing. Interesting.
Yeah, I like the Baldur's Gate area. Baldur's Gate, Waterdeep, Neverwinter.
I played I think it was Baldur's Gate 2. It was like an action adventure game. I never played the real game, the real tabletop or the strategy game. I played actually it was like an Xbox or something when I was young. It was really fun.
Oh, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance.
Yes.
Yeah, me and my wife played both the first one and the second one, and they're both pretty good.
They're fun action games.
Yeah, they're fun action games. They're not D&D.
They're not. They're not. No. And you could play them with a friend. That was a really cool part. Just split screen, dual screen, couch co-op. Yep. It was great.
I was a wizard in both of them because the wizard was broken as fuck once you got
really
once you maxed out. What was it?
I didn't even remember.
Enervate.
Enervate?
Yeah, there's an Enervate spell.
Okay.
Basically, it's force lightning would be the best way to describe it. It's just this constant chain of negative energy that just demolishes enemies. Till you run into one dead, then it's worthless, but...
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I played. I think maybe it was Barbarian or something. It was just basic bitch character. You slap things with axes. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
Yeah,
it was good.
Good action RPG.
Yeah, it hasn't aged well in any way, but it was a good game for its time.
Mm-hmm.
There's not that many couch co-op games anymore, sadly.
Yeah.
They are running out. That's a shame. Oh yeah, there is a. Did you ever play? What was that called? The asymmetric monster arena game. You could either play as 3 humans that all got their own classes, or you could play as the one monster, and the monster was supposed to kill all the humans, and the humans were supposed to kill all the one monster. It was like a
Sounds
red
like the kind of game I would play.
It was like a red dinosaur mark as the cover thing. I wanted to play it a few days ago, but it's not very popular anymore. Whatever. But yeah, so yeah, there's a new Predator game coming out called Predator Hunting Grounds. I think it's coming out on PS4. And that is like that. It's exactly like the first Predator movie. You are the Predator in the jungle. There's Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's that African American guy that's pretty fucking cool. And then there's grunts that you don't remember because they were average white dudes. And yeah, you're gonna be badass army men trying to hunt down the Predator.
Nice.
And
that would be actually pretty cool.
It would be really cool. The only problem is it's probably gonna have one map. It might be a really good map, but if there's only one type of Predator and it only has one map, then that's gonna
dry up real fast.
Yeah, but it's gonna be really fucking cool at the beginning. Oh, that's it. Thank you, Zardan. It was Evolve. Evolve was the game I talked about. Did you ever try that, Kaz? Oh, maybe we should straight up bring Paul, maybe Sardan or Fine, who's ever into it. But yeah, Evolve, might have gone away by now, is a asymmetric action game where you pick classes. Like you have like your bow guy that has an animal that can find tracks for you. Like you have classes. You have trackers, supporters, tanks, and damage dealers. I think those are the four. And they all have their own purpose. So trackers, because the monster, when he starts out as a like baby form, basically. Like he is the larvae, and he has 3 stages. He has the larvae. He has he goes in his cocoon, and he transforms into his next phase, and then he has to eat animals and eat or kill hunters and get more food and upgrade materials. And then he gets his 3rd form, and the 3rd form is so fucking strong that the humans are almost 100% fucked. They're almost 100% fucked, but they have a really good chance if they can trap him early game. So it's a time, like it's basically the clock is ticking for both classes, which makes it so fucking cool. The hunters have to find someone, and the monster has to hide, and then at the end it swoops around. So now the humans have to hide.
And they try and ambush and kill the monster when he's ridiculously powerful.
Yeah, exactly. And it's interesting. Yeah. And they're like, you can be Godzilla, basically that's Godzilla. There was, I think, as a monkey thing. There was a squid guy that could go invisible. There was a lot of classes. And it's probably a lot more fun when you play it with friends.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Probably a lot more fun. Oh, he says it's been removed from Steam, has it? Yeah, because it was not a very popular game. They might have just completely shut it off. It's not on Steam.
There's actually a free oh nope, is unlisted on the Steam store and will not appear in search.
Yep. Evolve has shut down as of November 11, 2018.
RIP.
The community now lives at player.me. I don't think the community is that alive. Could we set this up like maybe it would be interesting if you could just play it offline, but they probably don't want to share that thing. Yeah, it was a really cool game. It's just I didn't have the people to play it with. Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, I guess this is taking its spot. And yeah, Evolve released really badly. It was really expensive, and it's just like a new character was like $60 or something. Like it was one of the most grossest prizes in gaming history.
Mm-hmm.
It deserved the backlash it got, and then they tried to do free to play afterwards, and they just no one really lashed onto it.
Yeah,
that's a shame. Well. Maybe the Predator guys can better. Who knows? Speaking of doing something better, I don't have a segue. We've heard the really cool announcement that Final Fantasy VII is coming. It's going to be episodic, but something else Sony has hinted on is Medieval is getting an HD release.
I played that a long time ago.
Yes, it's a very old game. And comparing it to Final Fantasy VII is not fair, which is people are kind of confused that they announced them at the same time, kind of. But yeah, it's Medieval is a game people played a long time ago.
Yep.
Like, it's a kind of what I remember, like a basic fighter, like a basic spammy, clicky fighter. I don't even know what to call it. It's just what is it called when you just walk down a corridor and just hack things? Hack and slash?
Final Fantasy 13.
Oh,
yeah, hack and slash.
Hack and slash. Or Final Fantasy 13. We can say both. I think both are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. Like, the game looks beautiful. I've never thought that I want to play that game again. Like, I'm kind of okay with it going away, but yeah, it probably has a few fans. You're interested? Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I've played the originals and they were actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good silly time. Yeah, people seem to be excited. Did you play Final Fantasy VII a lot?
Oh god. I still play Final Fantasy VII.
Because there's been like, okay, so there's a lot of people has the nostalgia goggles on. Like, they're really excited, and they should be. But there's I've listened to some people talk about this. And do you remember, like, there's a couple of very interesting events in Final Fantasy VII. I haven't played all of these. This is just what I've heard. But you remember, like, everyone remembers the Geisha event.
Yep.
So the thing is, this is now a company in 2019 is the year. What do you think they have done to the game? Do you think they've censored it? Because the Geisha event is pretty fucking... Because it's basically they're trying to infiltrate some kind of mobster gangster place. And the guy wants hookers. He wants 3 hookers, and they're trying to dress up. So... what is even his name? Cloud can be one of them, and then it's Tifa, I think.
Yeah, it's Cloud, Tifa, and Ares.
Oh, I didn't know it was all 3 of them. I thought it was only 2.
Well,
yeah.
Tifa's been captured.
Yes, that's
Tifa's
true.
already in the mansion. She's been captured, and you're with Ares.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So there is basically a rape scenario that's gonna happen, which is a pretty spicy topic for a game for 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
There's also a couple other scenes. Okay, I just want to ask: Do you remember any racy scenes up on top of your head that might be interesting?
There's the train scene.
Oh, what happens?
Inside the mansion of the Geisha event, there is a room.
Yep.
Where there are clearly gay men in a jacuzzi, and they try to hook up with Cloud.
Nice.
When they realize he's a dude.
Oh, yes. Okay. Is that that's not the sauna scene, is it?
Yes, the sauna.
Is it the sauna scene? Because
it's the sauna scene. Yeah.
Doesn't he pass out from that? What I remember people talking about is that
the screen kind of blacks out.
Yes.
Yeah.
He goes into that so-called sauna or hot tub scene. It blacks out and some weird noises happen.
And then you end up on the outside of the sauna, and Cloud says nothing about what just happened.
Yes. Or do you think
we all know what just happened?
So, do you think they're gonna censor that? Do you think they're gonna do any changes to that scene?
Do I think so? Yes, but should they? Really, no.
I
mean, it's such a integral scene,
right?
To how the whole thing is just so ingrained in everyone's memories
So
that I feel like
stupid.
if they screw it up and they change it,
Right.
it's just gonna get just eaten alive by the fan base.
People are gonna get so mad.
Uh-huh.
Like the thing is, that is not even like it's getting surprise butt sex is pretty bad. But like there's other scenes too. There's like they're in a temple of some kind, and Titus loses control. Titus straight up loses control.
Just a sec.
No, that's fine. I can
Dodgy
keep talking.
problems.
Go
Okay.
forward. Don't worry about it. Titus loses control. With Aerith, and he just like you can see his like pixel arms just starts fucking pummeling. Like it's not like a one strike. Like he berserks or something, and he just fucking starts beating the shit out of Aerith. Like it's like how the fuck are they gonna do that? Welcome back.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. So I've talked about this, but there's a scene where he I think he's in a temple with Ares, and Cloud loses control for one reason or another. And he just like you see his pixely arms just starts fucking going to town on Ares.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yep.
Yeah, it's not one or two punches. It's a consecutive amount of
of Chris
attacks
Brown.
of Chris Brown. Yes.
Yeah.
He is on the top charts in America, by the way.
Yep, it is a very Chris Brown kind of moment
Yeah.
where he just lays a beating on her.
Fucking yeah, that probably can't stay.
No,
that
no,
probably
I'm pretty
can't
sure
stay.
that would be or maybe they'll give an option to leave those in or take them out.
No, they can't do that.
You know.
They can't do that. They have she fights back or something. I don't know how they can do
I
that.
know they had I can never remember the name of that game, but they had the mission No Russian, where you're like a cop or like an FBI agent in undercover with some Russian criminals, and you go into an airport and you literally just shoot the place up.
Oh,
like
you mean
terrorists?
Call of Duty?
Yeah, it's one of the Call of Duties.
Yeah.
And you had the option to skip that mission because of its sensitive nature.
Oh. Guess that's something.
Or you could do it. So they left it in, but they warned people, hey, this is a very sensitive topic, and if you want to skip it, you won't lose anything for not doing it.
Well, you will lose content, but
yeah,
everything's debatable.
Mm-hmm.
Like it gets it's not now we're getting to a bit of the nicer things. There's a straight up Titus and no wait, it's not Titus, Cloud. Close enough. They look kind of similar. Cloud and Tifa have sex under the moonlight on a field.
No, they don't.
There's one scene like that. It's just they cut to black. It is. I don't remember where it was, but basically it's them under the moonlight on a grass field, and there's people nearby.
What?
I can't point you anywhere because I don't know where it was, but that is apparently a thing that happens.
Oh, the Under the High Wind scene.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Which is yeah. So like, there's shit happening in that game, and I'm more curious how they're gonna handle it than the game. Like the game is gonna be fun anyway, right? Because it's fucking Final Fantasy VII. It's hard to mess that up, especially when they spent like how many years? Like 10 years working on this shit.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like they're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make a bad game. I'm more interested how they're gonna handle all these very fucking controversial topics nowadays, and they have all of them. They have all of them in one game. It's gonna be super interesting.
It's gonna be very interesting.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, but I think that's about a good place to wrap it up. We've been rambling for about an hour and a half.
How dare you? I have so many more garbage topics we can talk about.
Oh, I do too, but my dogs are being troublemakers, and my wife has to leave, so she can't handle them.
That is fair. That is fair.
So
There's a Chippendale Rescue Rangers movie coming.
oh my god, I have to see that.
I know. I also feel it's a good place to end because it's more of an upbeat thing. They're always amazing. There was a cool NES game that I liked as a child for them. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
Get some
I'm sure it'll be
wholesome.
much more wholesome than Final Fantasy VII.
We can sure hope so. Oh, I have to say one thing. This is trash. I have to say this. I forgot. Last thing, I
Okay.
promise. Skyrim has now 2 mods for the coffee cups that were accidentally left in the Game of Thrones latest series. There was just a coffee cup on a table while they were having like a big bombastic
Epic
talk.
sort of scene,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And there's just a coffee cup in the background. And it has been modded into Skyrim now.
That seems appropriate.
It's
Thanks, Skyrim
amazing.
community.
Right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, let's wrap it up. We don't have a lot of news.
Yeah,
why
it was
not?
a pretty quiet week, so
Yeah, and
we just rambled on for a while.
shit to do.
Yep.
That's fair.
All right. So until next week, he's
Yeah.
Alistar.
This is Alistar. This is the better Alistar.
This is Alistar 2.0.
We're pointing to ourselves in case this is in audio form.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a lovely week, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye bye.
Peace.